What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. And this time we are playing MLB The Show 21, and this is on the Xbox Series X. The last time I played an MLB game was probably on the PS2 or maybe even on a PS3. I remember playing it at like one of those Walmarts where they have those games on display, and I remember MLB The Show being one of those games. I think it was '09 or '08, but I always like watching and playing, not watching and playing, but watching baseball. I used to watch the Marlins a lot when I was younger, back in elementary school, when they had Dan Uggla, Hanley Ramirez, John Johnson, and Miguel Cabrera, if I can remember correctly. So I have a bit of experience with baseball, and since MLB and San Diego studios have made their way over to the Xbox platform, I decided to pick up MLB The Show 21. And I've played a lot ever since the game came out, and the only thing I really play is online rated, and this is the game mode we're in here. And to quickly talk about my experience with MLB The Show 21, I would say overall it's been enjoyable, but not really as of late because the Marlins are not a good hitting team. And their pitching is decent, but the hitting is where the Marlins really struggle at. So my favorite team, of course, is going to be just about every Floridian or Miami team. And the Marlins have been bad for a long time, so it's no surprise that they're bad in this game as well. But I remember at the beginning of the year when I played with them a lot, they were pretty good, and you can see my opponent already has 1 run in. Our pitcher is Trevor Rogers. He's not bad, he's pretty good, but the beginning of this game got out of hand for him pretty quickly. Already 12 pitches with 1 out, and we walk another guy. That's not going to help us win this game, and it's going to put us at a disadvantage. So that's the struggle of playing with the Miami Marlins. If you get down big, it's hard to climb yourself out of that hole, and that's due to my skill as well, because I'm not the best MLB player there is. This game just came back on the Xbox Series and S and X, excuse me, and you know, I haven't played it in probably over a decade, so I have to try and learn the game again. But I've been getting more and more comfortable playing this game, and it seems like there's a lot of other people as well on the Xbox and PS5 is in general, because this game has crossplay, that aren't too good at the game, and you could definitely see that it shows. I would say I'm probably one of the low above average players in this game. But it's some things I just need to work on, like the hidden. I remember you just used to flick the analog stick, but now you have to aim it and then flick it at the right time. And like I said, the Marlins, they do not have the best hitters, so it becomes very difficult. But a lot of the people I go up against, or a lot of the guys and girls I go up against, I don't think they're really good. It's just that I put myself at a disadvantage, and we still have a pretty good record overall. But you know, the teams that I commonly see, are the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Boston Red Sox, the New York Yankees, Wow. And one more team is up between the San Francisco Giants or the Atlanta Braves. Those are the teams I see the most, and those teams, they have good pitching and good hitting. So I'm kind of surprised when someone picks the Milwaukee Brewers or the Tampa Bay Rays or even Houston Astros, because I rarely get to play against those teams. And I've been playing with the Marlins. The Marlins are the only team I've ever tried on here, and I don't know if I'm ever going to change that. I probably will, because it gets a little hard and a little bit frustrating playing with this team. And let's get back onto the game now. After that long rant or dialogue there, you can see my opponent is up by 1 run, and we have 1 hit, but our hitting hasn't really been too good. So top of the 3rd inning now, count is 0-0. My opponent, I thought he went around, but he didn't. That's Buster Posey there, been in the league for a while. I'm not really familiar with all of the players, but there are some recognizable names that I remember when I was watching them when I was younger, or they are just mainstream players. So count 1-1. Trevor Rogers getting that strike to go. Fastball up high. So now 1-2. Trevor Rogers has 45 pitches, and we're only in the top of the 3rd. 1-2 pitch. That one is grounded, and I'm able to get the out at first base. So we have 1 out. Just need 2 more. The count now is 2-2. We're going up against Brandon Crawford. Trevor Rogers, left-handed pitcher. I get that strike to go. Slider, right side of the plate. And that's all I wanted. My opponent, he did a fantastic job of just making me work for strikeouts, man. And it was just ridiculous and kind of frustrating just to get strikeouts against him, because I would have the count full, and then, I don't want to put anything over the middle of the plate because he just easily smashed it for a home run. And I just had to become more strategic. If I had to walk him, I basically just had to walk him. That's it. But we get out of that inning there. Trevor Rogers has regained his composure, and he's pitching a pretty good game so far. He did allow that 1 run, and the Giants, are getting hits, but they're not really doing any damage. And I don't think my opponent was that good. It's just that he has a pretty good team. So top of the 4th, and you can see that Trevor Rogers, he's getting pretty tired. He's throwing a lot of pitches, so I have to go to a long relief pitcher, and that is Zach Thomas. And he's going to come in later in this game, but we're just going to get him warmed up. And T. Rogers, 0-1 count. That pitch is popped up close to infield. Well, it actually is infield, and that'll be an easy out for us, and that'll end the top of the 4th. So you can see, if you're watching this game, there's a lot of pitching highlights from us because, like I said, the Marlins aren't the best hitting team. So bottom of the 4th, we have Jazz Chisholm, and that one should have been smashed, man. But look at where I aimed it at. I don't know why. Like, aiming the PCI is very hard for me, and I turned it off because I don't really want to see it. But, man, the Marlins, they have to do something better. So he throws that ball way out of the zone, and now the count is 1-2. 1 strike away. Jazz Chisholm, that one should have been a hit. That one was early. I had it in a good area, but not quite good enough. Same placement of the ball. Don't know why we can't lay a base hit on that one. He comes back again with the slider. That one is way off to the right side of the plate. 2-2 count. Jazz Chisholm holds his bat, and now the count has ran full. 3-2 count here. That one is hit. Good hit by Jazz Chisholm, and he is going to get on first base. Finally, base hit for us. So we had one earlier, but it's good to get on the base. So now 2 outs. Man at second base. This is Lewis Brinson. This one is chopped up, and it's going to be fouled. And so Lewis Brinson is back at the plate. Brinson. That one, never should have swung at it. That one dipped a lot towards the end and caught me off guard. So now I'm going with a bunt attempt, and that bunt attempt is fouled. And this is one of the rules I had to learn in MLB. If you attempt a bunt and you make contact with it with 2 outs, and the result of the bunt is a foul ball, you're automatically out, and that's the end of the inning. So that was one rule I learned. I didn't know they had that in the game, but I said okay. So top of the 5th, Zach Thompson is in, and let's see what he could do. This knuckle curveball was just straight nasty for me. My opponent is just way too out in front of it, and we're looking pretty good so far. The count is 1-1. Thompson, 4-seams fastball up high, and that is another strike. 3-2 count. Full count here. That one, my opponent fouls off. He could have probably held off on that and gotten a walk to the first base, but he hits the ball deep right center field, and that one is going to drop, and that's definitely going to be extra bases for him. Lewis Brinson couldn't get over there in time, and my opponent hits a double. So no outs, a man at second, and we just have to do better here. Count 0-1. Thompson over the middle of the plate. That one gets down for a base hit, and we have runners on first and third, so it's not looking too good. Trevor Rogers struggled earlier, and now Zach Thompson is struggling earlier. Thompson, 0-2 pitch. That one is swung at, and that's a strikeout. And I don't know why my opponent ran, but he gave us another easy out. I really don't know why he ran there. He could have just stayed at home plate. So now 1-2. That knuckle curve gets sent to left field, and that's going to be an easy out. I believe that's Brian De La Cruz over there, or Jesus Sanchez. I'm not too sure, but we get out of that inning with no trouble at all. So now, bottom of the 2nd, Brian De La Cruz pop up to left field, and that is going to be 1 out. we haven't even really touched third base yet, man. And it's the bottom of the seventh, excuse me. We just have to do a better job of trying to hit the ball, but my opponent did a pretty good job of pitching. So now, Lewis Brinson, 0-2 count. That one is in the strike zone, but Brinson cannot make good contact of it. And so now, foul ball once more. My opponent did not take his pitcher out, which was kind of surprising. I guess he was pitching so confidently, and you can see why. I swing at that nasty slider that's way out of the zone, and he just left this pitcher in for the whole game. So now we're on to a new inning, and my opponent is up to bat. Top of the eighth. This is Brandon Crawford again. Zach Thompson got out of trouble last time. We're hoping for an easy inning. So that one is sent to deep right field, and I can't get there again, and it goes over the wall. And so that's an automatic double for us. So I said, okay, Zach Thompson had a couple nice innings, but now we have to try and look for another pitcher. So we are going to put up the setup pitcher, and that's Anthony Bender, excuse me, and we're just gonna get him warmed up. Nice play here. We got the out at first, and there's a man at third base who wants to score. So now, one out. 46 pitches at this point in the game for Thompson. He pops that one up. He tries to run, and now he has to run back because he didn't tag up. That was so unfortunate for him because he thought that bunt was really going to work, but it just popped up for him. I caught it, and he was just in a bad position. So Luan Diaz is at the bat, 0-2, bottom of the eighth inning. That one is good, but he's just not fast enough. Barely misses the plate, and that's another out for us. So Sandy Leon up to bat, 0-2 again, bottom of the eighth. Can the Marlins make contact? Can I do anything? And I didn't even think I went around on that swing, but they still called it a strike anyway, man. That was ridiculous. So 2 outs and make that the third out there. We was just swinging at crazy stuff for no reason. So now top of the ninth, 2-2 pitch is on the way. That is Anthony Bender, and he does a pretty good job there, getting that batter to strike out. Now top of the ninth again, excuse me. 0-2 pitch. That one is left field, and it's going to be caught by Brian De La Cruz. So that one, 2 outs, top of the ninth, and we just need one more out, and we can see what we have to do in the bottom of the ninth. So 0-1 pitch here. Bender, that one, top right side of the plate. My opponent fouls it off. This is Wilmer Flores at plate. So that pitch, 0-2, gets him swinging. 97-mile-per-hour fastball, and we're heading to the bottom of the ninth. So I have to be clutch here, and this is when my opponent finally took out his pitcher. So the score is 1-0. We've been in the game forever, and you see that I'm going to take out Anthony Bender because this is our last chance to try and tie this game up or at least win it. So we've done good on the pitching. The score is only 1-0. We hit a home run, we win, or we'll go to extra innings. But let's see what happens here. So 0-0 pitch. This is Magnarius Sierra. Pretty hard name to pronounce, but now the count is 0-1. Make the count 0-2. It's not looking too good for us, man. It is not looking too good for us. That pitch is out of the zone, and the refs still call it. I didn't even go around. I don't know what happened there. So Miguel Rojas, top of the batting order for us. We have 1 out. Rojas, pitch right center high, left side of the plate. Can't get it. 1-1. That one is way down. Seen that from a mile away. That one is a ball. 2-1. 2-1 pitch on the way. That one should have been a home run. Come on, Miguel. That one was so easy. I swung the bat too early. 2-2 here, and that one is a strike. Great placement from my opponent. One more out. One more out here, and we lose the game. Jazz Chisholm, first pitch, first hit, and he is going to get on base. Not his first hit, but first swing at that bat attempt there. So now, next batter up. Seeing that was a ball slider way off the zone, I hold my bat. 0-1 count. That's right down the middle, and that's Brian De La Cruz, middle of the field, and my opponent can't adjust to it, and I'm going to send the guys around. We have a chance to tie this game up, and we are going to do that with Jazz Chisholm, and now the score is 1-1. So we know we're going to extra innings, but Jesus Sanchez, that pitch is set to right field, and it is a home run. Walk-off home run for Jesus Sanchez, and we end up winning that game. Talk about being clutch. You can't get no clutcher than that, man. Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, and you hit a walk-off home run. What a way to start this series, and hopefully I can bring you guys more MLB The Show if you really like it, and just let me know in the comment section as well. I don't know how many people watch MLB, but this game was a little bit frustrating to play, but the ending at it was unexpected, and it definitely changed my mind at the end. So we got a win here. I wasn't even expected to win, really, but that was just a fun game to play, and that's the thing about baseball. Sometimes it's not a lot of scoring, and it just comes down to the pitcher, but we get the win. Was not expecting to win that game with the Marlins there. My opponent could not put us away, and we were able to take this victory. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you like the MLB content, and let me know if you would like to see more. But without further ado, I will see you guys later.